was planted in the backfield, probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Big stop, let's go.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go,
51 to mine. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
46.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught off the deflection. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Elliott running right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, defense.
On second down, Crowell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
7:34. Net 29.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Slam.
White.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. You told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route.
I was trying to throw to the running back in the goddamn.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the big fellas.
I still don't remember so hard my controller shook.
Right there, running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Come get some.
1st down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ear.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Go, get out there.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I missed the hole.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Throwing again. Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
So when okay, what you say so? This nigga living in the past.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 6-18.
Man, you almost made me forget to do this.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, check 20. White Monday down. Express. 808.
Yeah, like
Mike 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Nigga, in the years when I played.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Because it was in the playbook already. What do you mean?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1.
Like when I had the
it's
original
not all on
playbook
the
that I
running
had,
backs if you decide
that
to
I
run
should
the
have
football.
deleted
That
it.
offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And Nelson's got it here right side.
I took that.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Because the other week we was playing, he was like,
Oakland
Raiders
another first and 10.
He was like, Oakland Raiders playbook, right? I was like, yeah.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Okay, man, this is what I'm saying. When you build, when you don't,
Carr after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10.
When you don't download like I do, what you do is you get a regular playbook and you edit it and add plays and formations to it. So what I'm saying is, so the Oakland Raiders playbook already has the quad empty. So you're saying when I went to edit it, I should have deleted it? I should have deleted that formation? The one that you complaining about I'm using.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And so much for a halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Rico. No. I ain't download. I ain't never.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I ain't never downloaded a motherfucking thing.
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got some on the horizon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm about to win this one.
Now it's Crowell running right. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 42 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Everybody.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
With that dude. He's like Trump. He's delusional, man. He's delusional. You can't argue with him. Yeah. That's gonna be his stick when he gets his ass kicked.
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll give to Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check Mike 54. Right? Under. I got it. Mike 5-4.
2nd down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down. Wide 80. Slide down. I'm coming. Jim.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Hey, 734.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check. Watch it before.
On first down, Elliott a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go. I got one.
Now Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, you fat bitch. Fuck you in, nigga.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And I told you to stick it out.
The give is to Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
It's just me.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go. 4-8. Right there. 54. We're going to 53. Kill. Mike 54.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me see. That was the power O, and then I'd have done. No, I ain't done that one toss. Okay, let me show you. Now show me.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Answer me this question. So you're trying to say I have to run this play?
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check 43. We're going to 54.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his second rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now Carr. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
You trying to say he put the bite on the run?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You can like stop the throw and mid-throw. I think you got to press like another button or something. Yeah, if I'm talking about it ain't the pump fake. It's like if you feel like it's a bad throw in the middle of a throw, if you press a button, it'll like stop it, pull the ball down. I think it's like any pass button other than when you hit.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Ready to run.
Shotgun now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
I'll check the play out after the game.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Well, Prescott here to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.
Now, what is the other records? No, I was 4-0 against you, J. Hall. I'm not going to even argue with you about that. I was 4-0. Where the fuck? Where is the shit at? How the hell did shit just disappear? Where the fuck it go? He only had 1 sack. No, you only got 7 points, man. All right, bro, holla at you.